Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Bombers. Captain.
Here's Nix. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
Now in his 3rd season as the guy in Green Bay, and he's thrown for at least 25 touchdowns in each of the last 2 years. He and his team believe they are due for a deep playoff run as long as he stays healthy and is piloting the offense.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Love now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing. Love. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Oh, my son.
Now it's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up third down.
Third and 5. Nix to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Turn, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
It's a gain of 10. And a Packer first down.
Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Down.
A first carry for the All-Pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Love from the gun on third down. He's taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
10 black.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
45, White. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, right.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
Red, 38. Catch White. Cut.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Shedding the tackle and gives him some room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 36 yards for Josh Jacobs. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, 65 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There for the stop defensively, Nick Benito.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Block 40. Ready?
Now Love. That's taken in. Dontavian Wicks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
Yellow, 43.
Love from the gun. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready.
Again, it's Love. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Almost set. Ready. Hey, shot, let's go. Bombers.
To throw. Here's Nix. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Mims. Incomplete. Brings up third down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Captain.
Back to throw. Nix. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 65 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Nix from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
Down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Play fake. Here's Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden, 37 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
After
the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Bombers. Hold on, son. Ready. Right here. Away. Joe.
Throwing Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Nix. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Bombers.
Here's Nix once more.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Captain. Away.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready. Bombers. Away.
Back to the air with Nix. It's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Got it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Packers' 10-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Ready. Captain.
Now it's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw is Nix.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Over the middle, he's got Golden.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love now.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Ready?
Play action this time with Love. He's going to take another shot here.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Nix to the air. That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready, Joe, catching. Ole.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And not quite sure what just happened there, other than we do know that he spiked the football on 1st down.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready?
Now Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Ready?
Love will sneak it.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ready? Go. Captain. Bombers.
Back to throw. Nix.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on third down. Nix. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Marvin Mims,
65 yards.
and the Broncos are able to add on to that lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Love. That's taken in by Golden.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Love. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Bombers.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix.
The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's another Broncos first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Oh, my son! Ready!
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Broncos add 6 to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Packers 14. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look.
Yellow, 22. Hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. But then if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Again, it's Love.
Pass caught. That's Golden.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Packers first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Throwing. Love.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now down to 20.
Packers 21. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
So the Broncos coming out now.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Nix.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing Nix.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material.
Captain.
Back to throw. Nix.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Here's Nix once more.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now it's Nix.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons.
His second sack of the night.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Almost set. Ready. Bombers.
To throw is Nix. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Packers.
Looking to throw. Love. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
1st down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Packers 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Shot, 17. Here we go, set. 33, yellow.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Got it. Down.
Love now. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 22 now, here's second and a yard.
Working out of the gun. Love.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Ready. Set.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
28. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he rifles one incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Almost set. Ready.
Nix to the air. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Through the middle of the field. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 65 yards. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Yellow, 43. 22 needle. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. What's good on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Packers 35. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Packers offense set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Here we go, set.
Love back to it here after the pick 6. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Yeah, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here is another interception. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Nix. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Broncos start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Packers 35. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we cut.
Here's Love. And my goodness, another interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Almost set. Ready. Let it go. Captain.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Broncos.
A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive quarterback? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Down. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game.
What's good on the extra point? And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Packers ready to take over offensively. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2nd down and 8.
Ready. 50, green. Hut.
Love. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Love.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Still on his feet.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. At least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
at the 35-yard line.
Ready? Hey, Sean, let's go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. To throw, here's Nix.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Captain. Almost set. Ready? Bombers.
They're going. It's Nix. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hold on, son. Ready? Away. Joe.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
37 more yards.
Captain.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Nix going to keep this himself. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready? Captain.
Nix looking to throw again.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
So their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.